When you meet a girl, what matters for you?
Body count. Mediocre with their intellect, who are very attracted to instant gratification, they could fall a trap.
No, God!
Absolutely. It depends how the intelligence of the woman.
It wasn't me.
My wife, even if we were not married, like I chose her because she's not that kind of person if we're not together. Do you know what I mean? Like
That's why you chose her.
Oh, we love it.
Go make me a sandwich. I'm paying for that. I like to trigger people, not because I'm bullying. It's just, I don't listen to people to understand them. I trigger them to read them. What's up, pumpkins? It's your man Fahad and Alex back in the scene with the pilot episode of Firepod. Before we even go, this is the first look for the Fire episode, going with the rope look and the cigar. Probably you guys are thinking, what the is this guy thinking? But let me tell you, it's a triumph day for men. I mean, specifically for me. I had a deal closed yesterday. I'm sure we're going to come to the money guy later, and he's going to tell you about a triumph day because he bought the dip. I'm sure he did that. And other than that, so I wanted to feel like home. And then we have a very, very special guest that apparently will, you know, not oppose, but disagree with some things that I have about women. So stay tuned for that one. However, now we got to do the introduction. This is Firepod. Welcome to the show. Alex, what's up, my man? Happy Friday again.
Happy Friday to you, brother. And I must say the robe suits you phenomenally well. I see you have a nice fresh cohiba there.
I'm telling you. We're going to come. This is limited edition. We're going to talk about that with the guest.
I hope we're going to smoke it after.
Later on, yeah, on O Beach. I'm going to O Beach later.
Let's go. Pleasure as always to see you on this Friday. Looking forward to this chat and obviously our special guest.
Yes. Now, what's happening with the money, bro? What the is happening with the market?
Bro, yesterday, $1.5 trillion got erased from the US stock market.
By sharks.
I would say it's not necessarily by sharks, but yes, we do come back to this concept that there are bigger players in the market who do control price. And they're trying to take the money away from retail traders, and they do that by making them scared, right?
So the fear factor basically runs it all.
100%. So fear drives mispricing of assets. For example, let's take the Dubai property market today. If for whatever reason something happened and people got scared, obviously what they're going to do is they're going to go to safety, which would be to take cash.
True.
So they would sell their assets. But in a situation where there is fear in any market, I see that there's always an opportunity to buy an asset because the price is not correct.
I totally agree with that. I think my general advice, as usual, if you're a man, if you're a high-value man, you can't be a and be scared of shit. I mean, if you reach to a level where, I mean, I'm not saying a billionaire, but a level where you've seen adversity in your life, like you, Alex, for example, I don't think it would scare you to have such a dip because, let me guess, did you buy the dip?
Of course. So the key here is that you need to be able to not get sucked into what the herd are doing and what everybody is doing. Because generally, if you want to make money in anything in life, you need to do what others are not doing. So in a situation where the majority of the market is selling, you should have the liquidity to buy.
All right. My important question for this episode, because I see myself struggle with that too. For example, I do something called, I have a dry powder. Dry powder for me is basically 15 to 20% of my monthly income that I usually use for leisure activities. I just put it on the side and I keep it as dry for such dips like what happened in the past last week. Now, how much would you recommend from your monthly portfolio? Let's say if you have your monthly portfolio, you do DCAs and you have your ETFs and you do monthly investments. Your monthly investments, let's say it's $5,000.
Yes.
How much would you put from the percentage of the 5,000, how much would you put as dry powder for such incidents? How much would you put as Alex?
So I would put probably around $2,000. So if I had $5,000, which I could allocate every single month, I would deploy the 3,000.
And you'd keep the 2.
I would keep the 2,000 building up, ready to be deployed in a situation like this. But don't forget, last week we had the same situation.
True.
So it can happen on a week by week basis. But when there's a massive movement, you need to be ready to deploy your capital. And it's counterintuitive because when everybody's scared and Bloomberg is saying the world is falling apart and that AI investments are not going to pay off and software and blah, 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 all the news and jabber which goes on in order to make people scared, you can't help but be scared yourself.
True.
But that's why you need to have that money there, which you've already allocated to be invested, right? Because you're taking that 5,000 and you're saying, I'm only going to deploy 3. I'm going to keep 2 for when a situation takes place. So that money is already being allocated for that. So it's much easier mentally to say, okay, let me just deploy
Put the 5 and just keep the 2 on the
Exactly,
side. So either
yes.
way, you're putting the DCA monthly.
Yeah, that
but you're
5
not buying
is gone.
now.
Exactly.
The 2 stays.
That's what's important.
And since we're talking about it, shout out to Saif al-Naqbi. I'm sure you know Saif al-Naqbi.
Of course.
This guy taught me how to start trading with stocks and all that. He said there are 2 types of money. There is the courageous money and there's the fearful money. The courageous money is basically the money that you usually use for your leisure activities.
Yes.
Your DIFC dine outs and your brunches and all that. Now your fearful money is basically where you pay your bills. He said if you leave your fearful money alone,
Yes.
and let it do its own with its own insecurities, taking care of those insecurities financially that you have. And with that courageous money, you can still build a fortune. Do you agree with this?
Of
Even
course.
if it was just a fraction of that salary.
Man, you can build a fortune if you allow your money to compound over 10 or 15 years that you don't think was possible. The problem is that people can't help themselves but dip into the cookie jar.
No, but it's okay with them. They can go and do 9 to 5 for 55 years to retire for 4 or 5 years when they're 65. And they believe in that. And they believe that they can get a mortgage and that's life and they have to pay for that loan 30 years. But when you come and tell them, listen, I have a shortcut. Can you do 10 years? Oh, man. 10 years, really? Like, what the f*** do you want, man? Like, what do you want? 1 year? Like, what are you? You can't do BBL to your personality.
Of course.
You can't attach integrity to you. You have to work first on yourself. Build the self-respect. When people respect you, they will come to you with business idea. Try to be helpful. When you help them, they're going to bring their friends. And those friends are rich. And here you go. Now you have your petty cash monthly income only for being helpful. Let alone if you have your own brand, like yourself, the burger guy.
The burger guy.
But still know you, the burger guy who makes money.
Yeah.
They know that guy, right? They know
Exactly.
Alex, he's a burger guy. He was an entrepreneur in F&B. Now this dude's buying Bitcoin and shit. Right? I mean, you know it, right? They say it. And we want them to say it. Because even if it's bad PR, it's good for us.
There's
Let
no
them
bad
speak.
PR, bro.
It's
If you're
always
not
a good PR.
disrespecting someone, you're not hurting anybody. There's no such thing as bad PR in my
So
opinion.
it's okay to pick on people sometimes, right? I mean, you know me. I like to trigger people, not because I'm bullying. It's just I don't listen to people to understand them. I trigger them to read them. Because at the end for me, I mean, all of us, we lost a lot of money and a lot of friends during, that journey of trying to be successful, not get drunk, and be a reasonable person, human being in the society. We all go through it. While we go through that, we lose a lot of people. I'm sure you did it right. You lost a lot of people.
Definitely.
After you lose those people, you start doubting yourself, like, all right, I'm on that journey alone. What am I going to do? Am I doing the right thing? Is it the right thing? And there is no one to help you. A person like that, once they stand again on their feet, they become very dangerous. And that's where the people come and talk about the courageous money. Because these people, their money is courageous anyways. This guy doesn't even fathom the idea of, oh shit, I'm sleeping on my friend's couch today. Fuck. They don't care, bro. He would sleep on the floor of a public toilet for weeks, but he's gonna get you. And that's where the most part that we want to talk about it. But before we go to masculinity, let's touch a little bit of feminism as usual with that ashtray that I have as well. What's happening on, since you bought the dip and February 14th is coming, what are you doing with the lady?
Now I can afford to go on Valentine's Day with my
There
wife.
we go. There we go.
Valentine's Day is a very important day, man. It's an underrated thing as a man to make sure.
Wait, let me correct. It's important day for them, not you.
For sure. But
Thank
if
you.
you want peace in your life, you need to make them happy.
So wait. You're gonna tell me happy wife, happy life?
100%.
Bro, no. I'm gonna stay on your side
Bro,
today
come.
because we have another side to oppose. No.
Tell me,
Happy
tell me.
man. Happy man is happy wife. That's
For
it.
sure, it goes
You are
hand
the
in hand.
prize. No, you are the prize, right?
It goes hand in hand, but you got to make sure that you show them a little love, you make them feel special, and in turn they'll do
True.
the same back to you.
True, but they gotta understand that you cannot be taken for granted as well.
Bro, I'm not a white Western Norwegian dude who has his wife
You have some Abu Dhabi
beat
roots,
the shit
man.
out of him.
You have
Bro.
to Abu Dhabi roots,
No, man,
bro.
I have very strong
It's a no, and
Yeah.
that's it. And
I
that's
got very,
that.
very strong values. And when I married my wife, I made it very clear, look, this is who I am. This is what I believe. Do you believe the same? And we share the same values. And from there, we've been able to grow together. Obviously have a child as well. He's 9 months old yesterday, actually. Shout out to Hector.
Oh, what's up, Hector?
So hopefully he'll have amazing values as well going in and not be some pedantic like some of those other guys who would message you. Hopefully I do a good job as a dad. But yeah, man, you
You
gotta
will,
have
bro.
the same values. I'm not saying happy wife, happy life, but what I did realize is that as a man, you sometimes, as an entrepreneurial man, you sometimes focus on yourself too much because you want to give to your family, of course. You want to make sure that your child can go to the best school and the best education and have whatever he wants. You want to make sure that you can fly your wife and yourself on holidays, take care of everyone. And in doing that, sometimes you neglect your wife. Okay,
You can't do that.
and you can't do that. You
can't
got to
do that.
make she's got to know that she's on the journey with you, that she's positively contributing, because when your wife is not giving you headaches, you can actually be fucking successful. So, but you need to make sure that you let her know, thank you, baby, for being there with me. Thank you for supporting me. And sometimes that I'm not around, thank you as well. But in turn, on Valentine's Day, here's a beautiful gift. Let's go dinner somewhere. Let's go on a staycation so you feel special.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Bring it right here. Sarah, what's up?
Hey. Thank
Well,
you so
happy
much.
Valentine's in advance, since we're talking about femininity and his wife. Welcome to
Happy
the show.
Val- Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure.
Well, tell us before we even start with who's Sarah. How's Dubai treating you?
Dubai is home for me. Like, I'm very glad, I'm very happy that I'm here. Of course, Dubai, I always felt welcomed home, city of opportunities too.
Absolutely.
So, Sarah Hariri is a Lebanese lady who grew up in Lebanon.
Shout out to Lebanon, guys.
Kifak, guys. Ça va?
Welcome to Lebanon,
Yeah.
Habibi. Yeah. So moved to LA back in 1999, then moved back to Dubai in 2008, stayed for 10 years,
Wow.
best of 10 years of my life. And back to LA in 2018. And here I am today.
We got you back now. You're here
yeah.
with us.
Yeah, I'm very happy to be back here.
Well, listen, Dubai, I mean, listen, I know you around, how long now? 15 years, around 15, right?
Yeah.
We've known each other for a long time.
Correct.
However, you knew Dubai before is different now, Sarah.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
It's survival of the fittest now.
It is.
Before, I have to say it, but please don't get it wrong. Before, you could get away with things if you're a hot woman. Now it's hard because a lot of hot women around. The problem is with men who are with high value, you always are magnetic with them, as your show. We'll talk about it later. These men, they value the woman that brings peace. I'm sure you agree
Correct.
with that.
I agree with that.
Now, before we go deeper with the relationship dynamics on how you see it, Sarah, I have one question for you, and this question is basically one of the trending things that I see that the society must look at it. It's really serious, yeah. What do you think of dating apps? Don't you think dating apps is making men and women a little bit superficial than before?
For me, I'm against dating app, in my opinion. There's no legitimate in there. There is no real connection in there. I believe in-person relations. When you meet the person, like you get to know in society, in occasions. Dating apps, I tried it once. It was very fun for me in terms of like you really meet different type of people with different mentalities that sometimes makes you feel like, what?
Crazy.
Among crazy. Like there is a lack of even feelings. Like you feel like even as if you're cheating. You know why? Because you are on dating app, you're trying this person and this person, texting this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as if you're dating many at the same time to see who's gonna fit or who's gonna match or who's gonna ask you to be out. You know what I mean? That's why I'm against, because it's open with it opens a lot of communications, a lot of connections, and each man, oh, are you talking to another one now?
Really? Is that what they say?
Like, yeah, like,
It's like, what the
am I
hell do you
not-
think?
I
I'm on a
swear, like,
dating
I'm on
app.
a dating app. What about you? Are you connecting with another woman?
You're
that's why I'm
absolutely
against.
right. I'll agree with you on this. However, don't you think dating apps make women overtrain them that they overvalue attention? Like it becomes attention for them. It becomes an ego boost to see all these men in likes. Like, let me tell you one thing. As Sarah, as you right now, we create a Bumble profile right now, fresh, 5 minutes, new. We put a new OTP, we put everything, right? And we'll just keep it open right next year. And I'm gonna do the same. You, on the other side, you're gonna put your pictures very decent, very modest, just your beauty and your looks. Yeah? No effort. In the office, in the kitchen, whatever. We'll take it right now. I'm gonna put my photo shoot when I had 10 packs with a big chain on it, yeah? With some motivational quote about Einstein. I would get literally 10 to 15% of the amount of likes and compliments you'll get, right?
Correct?
Now, I mean, you've seen pain and adversity in your life as well, Sarah, right?
Absolutely.
Don't you think when you are in solitude and you're alone and you get exposed to such power of an app that shows you there are a lot of men around that want you? Let's not say it makes women bad. Let's say doesn't even 0.00001% raises your ego a little bit. 0.00001.
That man wants me that
That
bad.
you have around 100
Who
men
doesn't
in
like
20
attention?
minutes.
Of
Right.
course. Not just the app. Everywhere you go. If I don't grab this attention of people looking at me or choosing me, I'm not going to be feeling satisfied.
Cool. We make my point clear. So my question is, don't you think that with the possibility of the 0.0001 addiction to that attention, women could fall a trap for that addiction and become victim of the society?
Absolutely. It depends how the intelligence of the woman works here, how smart she is, how confident also of herself. Attention doesn't mean you lack confidence.
True.
It complements. Because nowadays, why social media now is booming everywhere? Why it's like the aura of social media?
Attention is the currency.
Because you like to watch, you like to see, they grab your attention with the
True.
content, regardless what it is. So today, women,
Regardless, Sarah, that's the whole point of it. Like, I would spend
Absolutely.
hours editing a content and talking about masculinity and how to make money. Even if I tell people, go to that place at 8 p.m. live, you'll get money. I wouldn't get as much as followers as you if you had a normal picture with a good hair day. I'm just being very straight up. So there is a possibility for women who are mediocre with their intellect, meaning who are very attracted to instant gratification and self-validation from the people around them, they could fall a trap.
100%.
So if you see, the people who invented those dating apps are all women, from Tinder to Bumble to the rest. So it comes to my question. You ready? These women they call themselves boss babes. Do you believe in a boss babe? Do you believe in a woman that can live alone all her life, making millions and millions of money, surrounded by an environment of men? Do you think that's the way it should be?
I have another question on this. Why men join these apps?
Bored.
Only?
And by nature and by the societies, it's acceptable for them to have multiple polygamous relationships.
Another part of the question. You just mentioned something like you pose a certain kind of propaganda or like a show off profile, then you will get a lot of women. And then guess what? This man will be judging these women. But let's start from beginning.
Let's go.
How did you approach these women? What did you show them? What did you want them to see?
Obviously, affluence.
So they will treat you based on what you put on the table. That's how I look at it. Men judge women, but they forget the main picture is how did you approach that woman? In which image? What did you offer her on the table?
Actually, statistically, the one thing that women admire most in men more than anything is their sense of humor and being funny. If you can make a woman laugh,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what you look like, but you can
100%.
have an opening into her thinking, he was cute and he was quite funny. And I know that because I was a fat kid when I was younger.
Yeah,
But
wait.
I was funny.
I was a fat kid and I had a lot of besties who are females, yeah? What you're talking about, you being the funny, humorous boy in school where you make the cute girl and the mean girls laugh in the bus station before going to school. That
Not
used
in
to work.
school.
That used to work. Even in university, that used to work.
Yeah.
With the women that we used to know, with the women we married, we
Yes.
know them.
Yes.
It's the mentality that we had.
Yes.
They're very
But not
shy.
like her. No, I'm joking.
Two of them. Oh
No,
my
no,
God.
we're joking. We're joking.
We're kidding.
I know.
But the modern women, their mentality became different. Let's agree on this, because the self-validation started to become self-rating. Like for example, I wouldn't put you in the example because I don't want to do that. If I go to any girl from the experiences that I had on Mumble, I would sit with her and look at her like, all right, sweetie, how much would you rate yourself? And she would look at me like as if I said something really horrible, like I'm a stupid guy. She would like, 11. I was like, all right, okay. And I have to believe it. Because why do I have to believe you're 11? She said, because I said so. The society is accepting it, right? And we are going further and further. It started with Happy Wife, Happy Life back in the 70s when you used to live with your family and mother-in-law and the in-laws. She used to tell you, please, go chill, tell her to calm down because she's going to affect everyone's mood.
Yes.
Back in the day, because we all live together. It's a family, right?
Yes.
Now it's different. Now you can't give her that because we started with that and look where we reached. Now you have to accept certain things that was not acceptable before. I have to accept a girls' night, all right? I have to accept her going for a ladies' night with her friends, having a table with the girlies, dancing on the table.
That's
and I
the
have to
other side
accept
of
that.
that.
No, I'm telling you the majority, 90% of them. And the 10% that I meet, and I'm talking about my personal experiences, I marry a lot of women. I have a lot of women, multiple relationships in my life, and I say it loudly and proudly. So from the Bumble days that I meet, the 10% who are good, the boss babes. The boss babes who they say and claim in the profile that we're independent women, but we still accept masculinity and we respect that old traditional man who opens door chivalry, right? And you take her on a date. You sit with her for 15 minutes, and I kid you not, Sarah, I swear to God, man, she has more issues than an autistic kid. She has a lot of issues. She's very well composed when she speaks to you. She's very well respected when she chooses her words. Yes, her vocab is amazing, and I love women who know how to speak. However, deep inside, when you look, and when you're a different man and you know it, when you have a different abundance and your frequency is different, you become magnetic. When you reach to that certain frequency between you, your faith, your God, your family, your responsibilities, become a good man. All this combines, you start seeing people, the energy right away. Their energies, they're dead. Their eyes are dead.
Isn't it the circle that you keep looking into it over and over again?
But the boss babes, they are VPs from big corporations where, I mean, I tried the party ones. I tried the models who tend to real estate brokers in Dubai.
When you say you tried, is it a material you tried?
No, I tried going on a date and
And
analyze the IQ level first. How will I bring her to my life? Like, sweetie,
Based on what you analyze the IQ?
like for
I want to
example,
understand your approach. Like when you meet a girl, what matters for you?
body count. That's one of the things that are non-negotiable. Don't convince me that if you came to me after 10 failed relationships with 10 different men, yeah, don't tell me you are like that before. You're not the same, sweetie, because you had 10 bad men brainwashed you to something bad, and now you cannot control it because it's imprinted in your genes and DNA. You know how long does it take for the sperm to die on your, if you have a girlfriend or a partner or wife, and you do it, and you guys have intimacy, the sperm that goes endogenous into that woman and partner of you, it takes 8 months to die completely. That's why, I don't know if you guys noticed, I don't know, this is out of the topic, but if you noticed, sometimes the girl will have an ex-boyfriend, right? Long-term relationship, 7, 8 years, 10 years, and then they break up, and then the woman grows up, and then she gets married, and then the boy looks like the ex. I mean, I'm sure you heard the story, right? I'm sure you have a friend that I'm sure you have a female. Oh, listen, I heard it. A female friend's like, listen, I feel that my son looks like him because he was my friend. And I look at her, I was like, oh shit. That's because when that culture of rebound, the rebound, when you just broke up with your boyfriend, within a week you're out with the ladies, and then you have a man and he sleeps with you because you're You're angry, right? You're feminist. You want to show him. You want to your best friend, right? When you do that, what happens is your DNA blends with that DNA. And that's a problem. Because the old DNA now you are dealing with who? With the insecurities of these toxic men.
I don't think it works this way.
Well, read about, listen, everything.
I think we need to bring a doctor on for that. I'm not sure about
I don't
that.
think it works this way.
I mean, we're recording it. We're on a podcast, right?
Yeah.
Take
Maybe
it,
we'll do some research.
upload it to GPT once we put it
Yeah.
and check it. But I'm telling you the truth.
I think if you circle back to the idea that you need to choose the kind of woman that you want to have a
There you go.
relationship with, like
Even if I choose the
like
same that prays 5 times a
my
day.
wife, even if we were not married, like I chose her because she's not that kind of person. Like she doesn't want to go out and like bang another dude if we're not together. Do you know what I mean? Like
That's why you chose her.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
100%.
don't tell me that you found her. I'm sure that family friends, mutual friends from
I
the
knew her
family.
since school.
See,
Yeah.
so you know her. She's
course.
locked up from
Yes.
from she was a teenager when her hormones were out of control. So you've seen her future.
Yes.
You've seen her past, and you trust her.
Yeah.
That's a big difference.
But I think that's one
now
of the-
you don't find these women.
I
Bro,
agree.
before in college, I used to go proudly to my friends and say, yo, I have a girlfriend. She knows I'm broke, but she loves me. I swear to God, I used to show off to my friends saying that.
So your problem is only financially, like
Me
materialistic?
now
with
it's
women?
not. Maybe before I was very sensitive about it because maybe my generation comes from the mentality of, I mean, listen, my dad has 2 wives. We come from 10 siblings. We're a big family. And we had only my dad's salary that provides. And my he's the head of the house. He pays everything and it's non-negotiable. And all our needs are met. How? Allahu A'lam. I don't know.
God bless
Did
him.
we ask? We don't ask. Did he take loans? Probably. Was he madroob ala aina? He's fucked in his life? Yes. But did we know? We didn't notice. We had food, electricity was paid. Every video game that came out, he gave it to me. Super Nintendo, Neo Geo. I was the first one in the neighborhood. We lived in ghettos in Sharjah neighborhoods, small neighborhoods. I'm the first one in the neighborhood that got all these video games. So they did their part. Based on that, providing and protecting and caring what we learned from the nurturing of our fathers and uncles, we want to give that. But where are the women who are like my sisters and my mom? I can't find them.
Can't you see that you're doing a comparison from the past and the present, and there is
Standards.
it's a huge changes happened in life.
But-
Huge changes.
but-
Back in the days, did we have this kind of open sites or open social platforms?
No.
Did you ever carry an iPad where you were a kid?
No.
Did you have any iPad? Did you have any access to websites to see more the society, what's happening?
But should it change your principles
It's
of being
not a
monogamous
change,
and
but
being loyal?
the entire no, these are basics. And I agree with you.
Now we are arguing about basics.
But-
now, if you want the basics, like you have to be loyal. That means you don't do a situationship with me in Dubai. And I have to say it. Imagine I reached to a level, and I'm talking about women who are corporate 9 to 5,
So,
not
but
escorts,
let me
normal
tell you
women.
something.
Like no situationship. Your ex is out. She's like, but he's paying for my rent. It became that straight up. He's paying for my rent. Oh, so I have to accept him in.
Fahad,
That's what you deal with
but
now.
There is a point
I don't know
here.
what that
There is a
feels
point
like,
here. I'll tell you what is it. That in the beginning, the man why women got used that you have to shower, you have to provide, you have to put.
Yeah.
Because the man approach her with the idea that I will be providing and I will shower you and I will do things for you. So they got used to this concept, relying on that every man will come into my life. He should be the same type.
True.
But I cannot even blame, I'm not given the rights, and I agree with you. In all cases with women, there is a different type of woman. There's an independent one who works on themselves, who relies on themselves only. But, like, let's be realistic too. You come to me today, you want to take me on a date. You come with your Lambo, you take me for a fine dining, one of the best restaurants.
There we go.
And you're showing me like your Louis Vuitton bag full of money in here and you have guards and whatever. What do you expect me to understand?
I'm signaling, right? He is signaling that to you.
Majority of men, they're
True.
doing that.
And then you fall to the trap that he's just another broke crypto bro, right? Yeah,
I
true.
Especially after yesterday.
After yesterday as well. That's what happens. You're right. But what I'm trying to say, the good men are around, but these good men sometimes are overlooked. Why? Because these good men, they are not anywhere to be seen because they're busy hustling all the time. And they manage their reputation so well to a point where you think they're invisible and they're nobody until boom, they come out. The problem with high value men, when they reach there, when I reached there before my bankruptcy, the options are there. the loyalty is there. She wouldn't mind. I will tell her, listen, baby, you're beautiful. I'll wife you. You sit in one of my penthouses. I'll pay for the rent. I give you monthly. Sarah, you stay. You take care of daddy. And you make me a sandwich whenever I want to. And she will agree. With love and happiness. And it's reciprocated. Yani it's like a transaction. And I'm okay with that. But what if that high value man wants someone to help him when he's in the trenches alone? How can he do that? Where can he find that? Everyone wants that man who is successful, 6 foot tall with a Lambo and a big bag of stash. But he made it alone. So don't come to me later and tell me to be loyal to you. No. You had your peak between 20 and 30 years old. You did whatever you want and no one said shit. We're not even judging you anymore because we can't judge anymore. However, now when I'm at my peak, I'm at my 40, my testosterone is up the roof. I'm ripped, I'm rich, I'm resilient. I can't be monogamous. I can afford 3 or 4. Am I allowed?
It works also when the woman
Thank you.
No. It works also when the woman, give me your
Agrees.
answer. No, when the woman gets fat, she forgot a little bit of taking care of her body, like because she's busy raising the kids or maybe supporting her husband. And then when he was like on a normal lifestyle, she was there and he was loving her and everything. And then if he has some cash in his hand and she doesn't look beautiful and sexy like the other woman outside, so he goes and cheat and leave her in her
Yeah,
worst
wait.
days.
Okay, wait.
So it's the same thing.
Why did she ignore herself? Why did she neglect herself? Okay, same goes to the guy. He is taking care of you, the provider, the protector. He was ripped and 6-pack and goes to the gym, and that's why you liked him, because he's sexy too, mother. He's rich and ripped. Now he's fat. Wouldn't you be annoyed, like, baby, come on, why you're leaving yourself like that? Come on, haram, all this job that you did, right? So the man tells the woman all the time, but we say it subtly, because you women are emotional. I can't even tell you, baby, you're fat. I have to play around it all the time. I have to say, baby, I think you're kind of big boned by nature, your mom, right? I have to play around it. And men in my situation, after 40, you're tired to play those games.
I disagree with you, man. I think that, like, out of respect for your other half, you should look good as you can look, so that you are sexy, so that there is still fire in your relationship. And if you don't do that, then you're doing a disservice to the relationship. I can't say that I have a 6-pack right now, but I go to the gym every day. I try my best, and my wife, mashallah, coming out of the pregnancy, is trying her best to get into shape.
You guys are into that lifestyle of taking care of your health for your family.
I do it for her, and then she does it for me, and there needs to be that reciprocation.
Exactly.
And I think that
your family,
social media has skewed your expectation of your other
There you go.
partner.
Here you go.
Now you want to be so perfect. You want to have those 6-pack, and even
The competition is high.
Listen,
It is, but I'll be honest with you. You can see someone on social media, dude, they do not look like that in real life.
yeah, I've seen
yeah,
them. Oh yeah,
Like,
Photoshop.
there's a
Yeah,
big
that's for
difference.
sure.
and I've seen personal trainers who really, they go through the cutting phase, and they take a lot of photo shoot, video shoot, and they keep posting all year, because for them, I don't understand this bulking, cutting. I understand stay healthy all year. I'm on 10%, 9% body fat all year. I eat whatever I want. I don't know what they do. They want to grow. They become like dinosaurs. But they do something. They do bulking, and when they bulk, they eat junk food, pizza. I need to go to 5,000. 5,000? What are you, a Brino? Bro, dude, you're 75 kgs. Why 5,000? I don't eat 5. I can't barely eat 3,500. And that's me on a good day, burning legs and back at the same day. So he takes all this content so he can post that he's lean all year. And then you see him at the gym. And in my gym, and I live in downtown, in my gym, we have one of the best residential gyms. 75% of the people are PTs, personal trainers, men and women. So they're good looking, because they bring their clientele. وكله حي from your people, like Lebanese, with all due respect to them. I love them. They're amazing in marketing and entertainment. I love them.
I love the
I
way
work
how you
with them.
describe that. It makes
So-
me more have ego.
So you see him, you're like, dude, I see your WhatsApp state, but you don't tell them, but you see it's like, okay, all right, you're a little bit, you have water intake, brother. You had pizza last night, We know. Like, you're eating shit food.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, bulky. Bulk my ass, man. Stay lean, bro. Stay lean, stay healthy. You don't need to grow bigger. Women don't like big guys. I'm too much, by the way. In the average looking women, from Heinz Foreman statistics and studies in medical science for the physicality and aesthetics of a man, women don't like how I look. I'm too much. They look, they're like, first of all, he has a lot of options. Second of all, he's going to annoy the out of me. I'll take him out. Oh, I can't eat this. I want the broccoli. I know.
It is.
No, I'm not.
I don't like six
you
packs
see-
and someone who's
but you'll take
obsessed
someone
about my
who's model
muscles.
looking. You'll take someone who's model looking, slim, 4-pack, elegant, wearing loafers.
Good
You'll go
fit.
for him, صح? Good fit.
fit.
See, I'm
Good
telling
fit.
you.
It's
So
not
whatever I'm
necessarily to have all
doing,
these
trust me,
muscles.
it's to push them away.
True, but
And
it's
whatever
taste.
comes to me, again, comes to my choice. What comes to me, it comes those horrible options that I was talking about all
So
episode.
you attract the
I
horrible.
attract the,
You attract
Yo,
the horrible.
what I'm
yeah.
saying.
I mean,
That's what I'm
I
saying,
attract the
these
baddies.
circle.
Yes, I say, but sometimes, the moment I meet them, I know they think I'm a baddie too. But I'm a retired bad boy. Everyone knows that. I don't do shit now. But I always, okay, I know you're a baddie too, but hey, I gotta tell you, I'm a straight guy now. What do you mean straight guy? I mean, I don't want to around. I mean, I don't mind having an affair with you in a committed relationship, but I don't want to play around. Yani, I don't want to have one night stand because most of them, when I get them mumble, they just want to have one night stand. They're like, I want to try you. It's like I'm a new vibrator. I want to try you. Dude, what do you mean you try me? I'm not on a fucking Amazon-based
If you're
rating
capable or
review.
not.
Like, I want to see what's up. I hear a lot of things about you guys. I hear good and negative and bad and good and positive. Bitch, I'm not gonna fucking prove your point. I'm not doing that. I value myself. I've been holding myself for a very long time, not because I don't want to sin. I have multiple partners, but I'm saving myself from not sinning. But I don't do random. If you want to do a commitment relationship, come. I'll provide and protect for sure, because that's my job. But don't come to me and tell me, oh, well, I want to try you and then we'll see. No, you can't. When
Again,
you're
we'll
serious.
go
You
back
don't
to
do
the
trial
circle.
phase. I'm not a mobile app. You
We'll
know.
go back to the circle that you're still in.
Yeah.
Like you're talking about me, definitely I'm not gonna come like.
Oh, definitely you're
there
not
is a-
like that. If you're
No,
like
I mean,
that, I mean,
no, I mean like definitely I'm not gonna come to someone. Oh, I'm gonna try for what moral I'm trying to do here, like how I'm presenting myself. So your circle is the problem, it's not the woman.
well,
I'm
I
sorry.
changed the pictures. I put a picture with the suit. I thought maybe
No,
my
I'm
half-naked
actually
pictures are
curious.
bringing the bad ones, so I've changed.
I'm actually curious at the role that you were, and it's nice, it's lovely. It's
Right?
black. Is
Thank
it
you.
is it a girl energy or like you're trying to give a dominant statement?
No, oh, come on. Dominance, you guys look really good. Look how dressed you are, beautifully
Thank you.
elegant. Look at me. The vibe was, as I explained from the beginning, it's a victorious Friday for me. He bought on the dip, I bought some on the dip, and I had a business deal closed out. So I wanted to have a chat with you where I wanted to give you the impression where I'm home. We're home, we're chilling, we're having coffee, just a very casual chat. So I wanted to give you that
Cool.
feeling, since it's the first time you come to us this show. And I'm sure it's not going to be the first.
Definitely,
We're gonna
it's
have
gonna-
more.
It's gonna be definitely more, especially after what you posted today.
Oh,
What did you post? Tell me.
well,
From
I
your
posted the video.
perspective.
I
didn't
posted the
hear
video from our
anything.
Bob Dogs.
I didn't hear anything from the entire segment unless the last one, women are not worth it. I said, excuse
I just
me.
said it like that. Now I know the keyboard warriors jump on
Like,
me. Not all
excuse
women.
me?
Yes, I didn't say all women. I said the women that I meet, they're not worth it.
But
Yeah.
you were,
That's why
you
I'm
were
not
talking in
marrying
general.
anymore.
He was talking
So she got
majority.
angry.
Bro, I'm so out of the game. I
yeah.
don't even know
No,
how
no,
to.
give me your opinion.
how to-
Women aren't worth it.
Look.
No. I didn't mean it like that. I said women who I explained in the video are not worth it. The ones who doesn't bring you peace at home. Dude, if you don't bring me peace at home, how am I going to make money for you to afford your Birkins? If I'm going to come home right away, I just waged war with people wearing flags want me dead because I'm taking their businesses and wipe them out. And I come to the house and you tell me, baby, what the why didn't you put the toilet seat up? Shut the up and go make me a sandwich. I'm paying for that shit. Really? You want to talk about the toilet seat up? While I just came from war, I told you in the morning I might lose a lot of money. That's what you tell me instead of wearing a lingerie and telling me, baby, here's your sandwich. Right? You see the difference? You see
What
what
do you
we
think
need?
about that?
You see
What
what
I think
men...
about that, it's his like the beginnings, what he like in his relationships. I believe so. In my opinion, like just my opinion, like he doesn't put basics in his beginnings of relationship. That's why he ended up having all these kind of experiences, bad experiences.
Yeah, but you're not going to
Today-
come...
But
I mean,
today you have a long-term relationship with your wife. You chose
Yeah.
her. You've been knowing her. You build the basics together. You
Yes.
knew from beginning. This is what you want. This is how she is. You understood each other.
True.
Him, I guess, and maybe I guarantee that always he brings back his old experiences to whatever is on the table now. He does the comparison, and this is not right because your 5 fingers are not the same.
True.
So I believe this is my opinion.
Well, listen, I totally agree with you. I mean, I just wanted to lay it out publicly. I know that sometimes my choices are horrible, but I wanted to lay it out that what's happening in Dubai, who you guys don't see. You're new here. You're married. I'm in the dating pool. I'm in the game. Yeah, I make that money to be in the game. I do that, and I see them on the daily. And what's happening, what I'm noticing, they're becoming more and more. For example, we're going to wrap. This is the last thing we're going to say. Listen up. If I bring a 20-year-old woman, girl, yeah, from Lithuania, from Poland, from Canada, from UK, from Japan, from UAE too, from whatever you want, 20-year-old Gen Z, put her and tell her, sweetie, I'll give you two options right now. One, I'll buy you 2 Birkins, the limited edition colors, or I find you the perfect match man. He's not rich, but he's wealthy and capable of paying, but he loves you forever and he will never cheat, and he will produce and procreate with you and make babies. What do you want, sweetheart? Guess what she wants?
I mean, at 20-year-old, probably
Yeah.
the 2 Birkin bags.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ladies and gents. That's how we wrap it. Sarah, thank you so much to see you
Thank
again.
you so much for having me.
We're out.
Peace.
Done.